I'm shaking. My body is shaking. Like, I have never been this nervous about filming a video or talking in front of a camera. Hi guys, I'm Reva and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about something a little serious. It's not like on my other videos. I'm trying to have fun on this channel, but I also want to talk about certain things that I think deserve a voice and I think deserve a platform and I think need to be spoken about. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about anxiety. This is a really hard thing to talk about. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to say and how to say it and where to begin. One of the reasons I want to talk about it is because I know that I know that I have a difficulty talking about it, and I come from a place and a family that is open to these discussions, that are supportive and that listen to me and hear me out. And I come from this background and I still find it so hard to talk about this. So I can only imagine how hard it must be for people who don't have this kind of support or who feel like they don't have this kind of support. So yeah, one of the reasons I want to talk about it is because I want to help people understand what they're going through, and in some way help them deal with it a little better. I want to be that person or friend that you can kind of relate to, that makes you feel like you're not alone in this, because you're not. It's different for different people, but I'm going to tell you guys what my story is and how I have dealt with it and what I have learned from it. I'm not perfect. I still have my anxiety attacks. I still have bad days, um, very often actually, and I dread having bad days again. It's something that scares me and something that worries me and something that weirdly enough gives me anxiety sometimes as well. Um, so yeah, let's just begin. Okay. Um, so I'm not really sure when my anxiety started. I feel like I've had it for really long, for like longer than I can remember. But I know that one of my clear memories of having something like anxiety, I didn't know what it was back then, honestly. I was about 16. It was around my 10th grade boards. That was the first time I felt something like this. I get this feeling in my stomach, which is like something is holding it in, and I'm not being able to talk or breathe or think or just like respond. So yeah, that was happening to me, and I guess it just came out as me acting out, but I just didn't know what was going on with me, and I wasn't feeling okay, and that kind of resulted in that. Well, it was sort of like a one-off kind of a thing, and my mom talked me down and I got over it, till I think I felt it again when I was about 18, and then again a couple of times after that, but I still didn't know what it was, and it didn't happen in long stretches. It just would happen once in a while and it would go away. So I never really paid attention to it. I just put it off as being emotional. Well, not just me, most people put it off as being overly emotional or just stressing too much or just overthinking, and they don't even realize that it could be hurting someone. The first time I actually realized that something was wrong was about 2 years ago. I was what, 22, 23, and my anxiety had gotten so bad that I think, and I don't know this because I wasn't really diagnosed, but I think I was depressed, because it went on for so long that I couldn't get out of bed. I would cry at the drop of a hat. Every time I'd be traveling to work in the metro and I would be sitting there in front of so many people, right? Like, you're in a metro and like my music's on, and I don't know what thought would cross my mind, and there would be tears streaming down my face, and it would just be so embarrassing. It would happen to me in the middle of the day at work. It would happen to me while I'm with my friends. Sometimes it would just happen to me randomly, and I tried really hard to hide it. I would just like walk into the bathroom or something, like breathe, calm myself down and come back and pretend like nothing happened. But it kept going on for so long that after a point I wasn't able to even hide it. And I know that my family started asking me questions about why I wasn't okay, why I was sad, what was wrong, and that was really frustrating because I didn't really know what was wrong. I didn't know what I was going through, and it was hard for me to talk about and explain. So I would just say I don't know, and I don't know is such an unacceptable answer, which is so bizarre, because how do you explain something to someone that you truly don't understand yourself? What are you supposed to say? Finally, I think after about 2 months or 3 months of feeling this way, I told my mom that I am not okay. I'm not feeling okay. And I thought it would go away, but it's not going away. And so I need help. Okay. Sorry. Okay, anyway, so when I told my mom that I needed help, I started going for therapy. And I went for about 3 or 4 sessions, and I I felt okay after that. I stopped going for therapy. I didn't continue my sessions. I felt fine. I didn't need it anymore, right? Like I was fixed. Till I wasn't again. And it happened many months after that. I think about 6-7 months after that. This was mid 2019 when I started feeling that way again. But this time, because I had gone for therapy and I had a few coping mechanisms, I just tried to deal with it on my own and assume that I'll be alright again, and it's just another phase and it'll go away. And it didn't go away, and this time it lasted much longer, and it's like it was fighting back. Like anything I would do to make myself feel better or to avoid it, I don't even remember what I was doing, but I know that anything I tried didn't work, and it would just keep happening. I didn't want to go to work anymore. I didn't want to work anymore. I didn't want to go out with my friends a lot. If I did go out, it was like I was forcing myself to do things that I thought made me happy, um and I thought that that would fix it, but it didn't. I was like this constant battle in my head. um should I do this? Should I not do this? If I do this, what is going to happen? If I don't do this, what is going to happen? Okay, if I do this, then what? And if I come to a point where I make a decision, it would go into 20 other things right after that. And my brain was constantly on, and it felt like it was an overdrive, and I didn't know what to do. I'm saying I didn't know what to do a lot, but that is literally how I felt. I felt so helpless, and I felt so frustrated with myself. Um, and the worst part is that I didn't believe myself when I said that there was a problem, because I would think there's a problem on days that they were bad, but the days that felt good, I felt like I was lying, and nothing was wrong, and I was a fraud, and it wasn't even real. I feel like I kept trying to justify and unjustify it to myself, till again I decided that that's it, and it's like this can't go on. And I kind of realized that this was something that I was going to have to live with. At that point I was like, if this is something that goes on for the rest of my life, how am I going to function? How am I going to have a job? How am I going to have a family? How am I supposed to live a normal life, right? And so I started looking for help again. Okay, so that brings me to now. um, I've been going for therapy for the past few months, and I have had a lot of time by myself, to think about my situation and to find ways to deal with it. And I have learned a lot, and so I think that it's important for me to share that as well. Honestly, I think the first step in this entire process is to acknowledge the fact that you have a problem, and then to accept it, and then we can move from there. Once you've kind of understood that you're not okay, try and do some introspection. Try and find your triggers, find what makes you uncomfortable, find what sets you off. For me, I realized it was change and uncertainty. My anxiety happened in phases in my life when things were changing. At 16, my parents were just about separated, and my life was like all over the place. It was basically changing so much. It was a new reality. Around 18, it was I was moving out of school. I was getting into college. I was basically going out of my comfort zone into space that I did not know, with people I did not know. Um, then when I started my first job, and now when I'm at a point in my life where I don't really know what I want to do. So a lot of the times my anxiety happens when I am feeling um, I'm feeling a lot of uncertainty, when I am directionless, and when there's a lot changing around me. So you need to find your triggers, because what that does is, one, of course, you know what sets you off, and second, it helps you manage them and manage yourself around those triggers. What I have started doing is, I have started putting myself in positions that make me uncomfortable, small things. I start saying yes to things that I would usually say no to. It makes me feel more confident about myself, and hence I guess it helps me feel like I can deal with the uncertainty as well. Once you've done that, start making changes in your life, but take it at your own pace. You know, a lot of people tell you that you need to start exercising, and you need to start waking up early, and you need to have a routine, and you need to eat healthy, and you need to meditate, and the list goes on. You don't need to do any of those things. Yes, you need to do some of them, but you don't need to do all of them together. Take it at your own pace. Another thing that I've started doing is one thing a day that makes me happy and requires my attention. I started to realize that when I'm feeling anxious, one of the things that happen to me is that my brain basically is like going on and on and on and on and on, and that's all I'm doing. I'm thinking about my problem, I'm thinking about what could go wrong, blah 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 blah, and it's just honestly a lot to handle. So what I started doing was doing things like coloring, baking, just stuff that requires, even if it's 15 minutes a day, that requires your undivided attention, and things that actually make you happy. It really helps, because then your brain is not thinking about anything else. Talk to people. Talk to your friends, talk to your family, talk to people who care about you and people who you care about. If you want to go for therapy, go for therapy. But if you don't want to go for therapy, that's okay. Just talk to someone you care about. It's important for us to feel like we're loved, and like we're cared for, and like we're supported. And it's also important for us to feel that we are there for somebody else. So talk to people you care about as well, because sometimes they are going through things that you don't know about. And lastly, learn to forgive yourself. The more you learn to forgive yourself, the less you need others to. And the more you'll be okay with yourself, and the more you'll be accepting of yourself. And that basically just leads to you being happier with yourself. And I think that that's the end result, isn't it? So I'm gonna end this video right here. This was really hard for me to film, and I don't know how I've done it. I don't know if it's gonna look okay, if it's gonna sound okay, if it's gonna be okay. I don't know any of these things right now, but I'm mostly gonna put this video up. Anxiety is different for everybody. It's very personal. How I feel is not necessarily how you feel, or how your brother or sister or whoever you think is going through this feels. It's different for everybody. It's very personal. It's very subjective. What works for me may not work for you. So find what works for you. I've shared some of the things that work for me and that I would recommend people do, just because I have seen good results with them for myself. But you need to find what works for you. So yeah, that's it for today. I hope you liked this video. I know it was a little different. So yeah, I hope you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next Thursday.